March 26, 1985, 19-year-old Tommy Lou Whitten would be sunbathing on Okaloosa Island. She would be alone this day. 17-year-old Frank Walls would get his knife when he saw Tommy. He would slash her throat. Frank would then steal Tommy's car and drive off. Tommy's body would be found later that day by someone walking their dog on the beach of Okaloosa Island. September 16, 1986, 24-year-old Cynthia Sue Condra, mother of 3 children, would be found stabbed to death 21 times, dumped in a wooded area near Lewis Turner Boulevard, located in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Sometime between May 19th and the 20th of 1987, Frank Walls would break into a trailer that was owned by 47-year-old Audrey Gigi. Investigators theorized that Frank Walls would rape Audrey, leave the home. He would then change his mind, come back, and stab Audrey to death. Some of the items in her home were taken that were a fan and a radio. Audrey would be found later that day when she didn't show up to work at Caltech, where she worked at. A co-worker called the police and they would find her. July 22nd, 1987, 22-year-old Edgar Alger. He was a airman at the Eglin Air Force Base. His 20-year-old girlfriend, Ann Louise Peterson, lived in the trailer with him at the Greenwood Mobile Home Park. The trailer was a block away from Audrey Gigi's home. The couple was fast asleep at 2 a.m. Frank Walls would break into the home, attack Edward and Ann while they slept. Frank Walls would shoot Edward 3 times and slash his throat. Ann would be shot 2 times. Both victims were naked when they were found. Frank stole money from the couple, then spent it just an hour after the murders at a local strip club. Did Frank Walls get arrested? His roommate would go to the local police station and tell the police that Frank was acting weird, and Frank told him that he liked to kill and rape people. Police would eventually arrest him on 2 murders, Edward and Ann. Frank Walls would be sentenced to death for Ann Peterson's murder, life in prison, plus the possibility of parole after serving 25 years for Edward's murder. A year after his conviction, police would test DNA left behind at the murder scene of Audrey Gigi. The DNA would be linked to Frank Walls. To avoid another trial and possibly another death sentence, Frank Walls would plead no contest. He admitted to murdering both Tommy Whitten and Cynthia Condra.